He and those who worked with him ushered in a new era of humanity's ability to access such glory. It's always been with us, but as you are evolving, there's a new opportunity to come closer to the Christ consciousness. The Christ consciousness is in everyone. The word Christ or Christos comes from the Greek for anointed. This consciousness is anointed with divine essence, and it will lead you to truth, and through truth, to a more conscious awareness of the inner spiritual life. Regardless of your religious affiliation or belief system, this consciousness is there for you. As you nurture this power, you activate and blossom your Christ consciousness, and a glorious spiritual life unfolds. What has not always been understood is that Jesus taught both religiously and metaphysically. Metaphysical Christ teachings were there from the beginning, even if it has been hidden for a time. Today, as people are asking deeper spiritual questions, the metaphysical aspects of the Christ teachings are becoming more and more prevalent. One of the great metaphysical principles Jesus taught was awakening of your Christ consciousness. And not only did he teach it, he helped souls experience it. And as he awakened souls, the great spiritual hierarchy was awakening the Christ consciousness. It was a fantastic time when humanity was being bestowed a new era of awareness of the Christ consciousness. That's what you are stirring once again. The spiritual light that awakens this in you is termed the Christ light. Jesus was an initiator and teacher of the Christed light. This is wonderful because it's part of the blossoming of human consciousness and the spiritual renaissance we are all experiencing. Your Christ consciousness is clairvoyantly seen in your aura. It's a great gift of the divine. Our founding teacher, Barbara Y. Martin, was a mystic clairvoyant and highly skilled in seeing and working with the aura. She was a glorious representative of these Christ teachings. I had the privilege of working with Barbara for 40 years, and she trained me to continue to lead in this tradition. Through Barbara's clairvoyant insight, she revealed that the Christ consciousness has a specific location in the aura. Where is it in the auric field? To understand where your Christ consciousness is, let us first understand that you have an aura. Your aura is the energetic blueprint of your soul. It's the spiritual fuel for everything you are doing in every part of your life. A key part of this beautiful spiritual energy field are the chakras. One of them is your mental chakra or mental center. This is in the upper part of the head where the forehead is. This mental chakra is the energetic nucleus of your mind. Every thought you think is radiating power from this part of you. It's a golden chakra point with a white nucleus. Within this nucleus of your mind is the sacred, holy power called the indwelling Christ Spirit. The indwelling Christ Spirit is your Christ consciousness. We all have this indwelling spirit, but we don't all have it at the same level of power and expression. For some who live in darkness and cloud their mind with unhealthy thinking, who live by weak character, this point is dim, as if it's on pilot light. It's still there, but it's not yet able to exert the spiritual power it could because you have not taken time to cultivate it. The person who has such a dimmed indwelling spirit is most likely not pursuing truth, not aspiring to a higher life, not looking to build character, compassion, and kindness. They are still an immortal soul, that divine spark of life, and the potential is still there, but they are distracted by their personal wants, by their appetites, by the cares of the world. And so they don't have a strong indwelling spirit, meaning they haven't really developed their Christ consciousness to where it could be. And this means it is difficult for such a person to perceive and understand and embody truth. They don't want to see the truth about themselves and people around them. They want to believe what they want to believe for its own sake. Of course, eventually this will create frustration, and the soul will cry out for something more. And then the Christ consciousness can really come in and do its job. As you enlighten your mind, you brighten the indwelling spirit through the cultivation of truth, goodness, love, and compassion. This Christ consciousness in you elevates and expands. It opens up your thinking to become more enlightened. The indwelling spirit is always there for you, urging you upward. How do you tune into your Christ consciousness? Let's do an exercise to start to feel your indwelling spirit. Close your eyes, relax, and feel a sense of calm, a sense of peace, a sense of tranquility. Let go of any cares or concerns. Then put your attention at the mental center, your mental center in your physical head. Feel now the flow of your thoughts, almost like you're an observer of them, while you are in this calm and relaxed state. Then put your attention into the nucleus of this center and tune into that beautiful indwelling Christ Spirit, pure and sacred. It's always there for you, always steering you in the right direction. Feel the presence of this power. It matters not what's going on in your life or what you have done. Any cares, any preoccupations drop away now. You feel this wonderful sense of freedom, a wonderful sense of love, and a wonderful sense of divine connection. That you are part of something wonderful and marvelous. And now in this divine oneness, think of something in your life right now that you are perhaps confused about. Something that feels obscured or something that is unclear. And in the presence of your own indwelling spirit, ask, reveal unto me the truth. And then simply be open to that truth. Have the courage to receive, accept, and embody that truth. If you receive something, that is wonderful. If not yet, know that in its right time, the truth will be revealed to you as you are open to it. Feel a sense of gratitude, a sense of closeness to the higher. And know that this Christ consciousness is in all souls, and that this consciousness is blessing the world to lead it into a new era of greater spiritual opportunity. Okay, so that's a starting place. Now, how do you know if what you're experiencing is the truth, is your Christ consciousness? Well, the vibration of the Christ consciousness is unmistakable. So as you put your attention here, slowly it will be revealed to you. You might have gotten it even with this exercise here. You might need to do it a couple of times. And especially make sure you are quieting the mind. You're not trying to condition things in any way. You are simply being in the presence. And in the search for truth, you must be willing to question yourself. Remember, truth sets you free. Even if the truth reveals something that you thought was true but was not. Yes, there is a sting at that moment of realization, but it's also an act of freedom. It opens you up to the greater life. Now you see things as they really are. This is empowering and builds up your Christ consciousness. Search for the truth always. Be as objective as you can about things. With your own higher self and through your own indwelling spirit, you can reach the spiritual pinnacle. Through the search for truth, the veils of material life start to drop away. You start to perceive the inner spiritual workings in a more direct and conscious way. That is a thrilling experience. And that leads to the ultimate communion with the divine. In great reverence, give time to let your Christ consciousness bloom. It reaches into every part of you. It is the universal to all life and blesses everything. In that great humility and gratitude, I wish you success in your spiritual journey. Thank you. If you want to learn more about your Christ consciousness, check out our book, Communing with the Divine. And please subscribe to this channel for more videos like this.